Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
We are from the group me, Windi Puspitasari, Ridho Hidayatullah, Gita Nur Mulia, Ariqah Ayu Maharani, Ajeng Altasya, Adjie Kurnia. We will present material about morphology, abbreviation. The first for the material to be read by Ariqah.
Okay, so what are abbreviations? Abbreviations are shortened forms of words or phrases. They are made by leaving letters out and replacing a group of letters with another letter or symbol, which is often a period. We use abbreviations because sometimes there is not enough space to write a word, and sometimes we just want to save time while writing, especially if the words or phrases are too long. But when do we use abbreviations? Many abbreviations are not standard or informal. This means that abbreviations are not defined the same in every dictionary, and some of them are not even defined at all, which means they are not recognized as real words. It is important to avoid using abbreviations if you are writing something formal like a written assignment in school. So abbreviations should only be used in informal settings like talking to a friend or writing a text message to a family member. Types of English abbreviations. The first one is acronyms, type of abbreviations that is pronounced as a word. They are formed by using the first letters in the words of a phrase or the first parts of a phrase. For example, NASA is an acronym for National Aeronautical and Space Administration. OPEC, it is an acronym for Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, and so on. The second type of English abbreviation is initials. Type of abbreviations when you pronounce it by saying each letter one at a time. It is generally used in text messaging. They are formed by using some of the letters in the word or phrase. For example, is FBI. It's the initial for Federal Bureau of Investigation. CD, compact disc, VIP, very important person, and so on. So the other type of English abbreviation that is shortenings. Shortening of words consists of the first few letters of the full form and are usually spelled with the final period when they are still regarded as abbreviations. There are two types of shortenings. The first type is shortenings that are treated as real words. The example is ad for advertisement and flu for influenza and rhino for rhinoceros. The second type of shortenings is the shortening that is not treated as real words. So some of the examples are the shortenings of the months of the year, February, FEB, period, it means February, and the name of the week, the name of the day of the week, sun, SUN, period, as Sunday. The fourth type of English abbreviation is contraction. Contractions are abbreviated form in which letters from the middle of the full form have been omitted. There are also two types of contractions. The first type of contractions, missing letters from one word. The example is the contraction of the word doctor as DR period and government as GOVT period and etc. The second type of contractions, missing letters from more than one word. The example is from the word he is. So we use an apostrophe to represent the missing letters, which is I in the word is. So he apostrophe S. And the second example is from did not. So we type it as did and apostrophe and T. The missing letter is the O in the word not. So these are the other examples of abbreviations. We can represent measurement and time using abbreviation. Is some of here some of the common units of measurement are inches, feet, and ounces. So IN period is abbreviation for inches, FT period is abbreviation for feet, and so on. But be careful, not all the units of measurement use a period when abbreviated. Some of the exceptions are centimeter, kilometer, and kilogram. And the other example of time abbreviation is the HR period for hour, SEC period for second, and MIN for minute. And other common abbreviations are made when addressing a mail, since mail are small and you want to make it as clear as possible for the mail carrier. So the name of states and provinces or road are often abbreviated, and the word street is shortened. Let's take a look at a few examples. So this NY equal to New York, RD period equal to road, APT period equal to apartment, and etc. And there are also some of the other common abbreviations you might come across when you are read or note taking. I period E period, I period E period equal for instance, E period G period equal for example. So these are the Latin abbreviations for instance, for example, and continue. Next. And yeah, what is the difference between American and British abbreviations? Abbreviations are written without ending with a period for British English, but for the American format abbreviations ending with a period. So you can easily identify the difference between American and British abbreviations by the period. The example is only here, Mr. MR without period is the British one, and MR with period is the American one.
If you have any question, you can ask them in the discussion forum. And the last one is closing. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.